All right, the Bills are on the clock. Luka, there is 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. There are still some big names available. At cornerback, Will Johnson from Michigan has been falling. There is a knee and a foot issue going on. Trey Amos is a very popular name among Bills fans. I think he is the leader in the clubhouse right now. The defensive tackle idea is dead. All the top first-round picks have already gone off the board. Luther Burden is still there, along with a couple interesting safety options like Nick Emenware. What are you feeling now, Luka, as the Bills are 5 minutes and 15 seconds or so away from making their pick?
If the Bills are playing it safe, if the Bills are just unwilling to do something when it comes to a big swing mentality, Amos is going to be the guy. He's going to be the pick. That feels like the safe option. I'm not a fan. We talked about it during our live show. We're now talking about it here. Not a fan of that at all, but it's also not one I'm going to be overly upset about if that's what's announced, because at the end of the day, if that's the guy they trust, that's the guy they trust at this pick, and that's who they've evaluated from there. My favorite idea, simply put, we've talked about it all night on this live show, Luther Burden III. Go get a guy that you're taking a massive swing for, that has absolute insane high ceiling potential, that you are bringing him in to finally bolster once again that receiver core, that your receiving core of the future. It's staring down the barrel of Khalil Shakir in the slot. You have Luther Burden, who could even mix in the slot, but also feels like he could learn to be a dog out wide. And oh, by the way, your guy you took first in the second round last season, Keon Coleman, could continue to develop in being kind of that high point, jump ball, deep threat, whatever else you need him to be. That 1-2-3 punch as a young, promising receiving core is something you could really hang your hat on with the reigning MVP of the league under center. That's my favorite idea. If they are stuck on corner, realistically, I would love to see them go with the more high ceiling stuff. Emenware is a great idea for a safety and maybe even nickel pick, but pick overall, Will Johnson too, but picks in.
Okay, so there's not a lot of like high fives and celebrating. You saw a handshake. I think if they cut to Adam Schefter right now, it's a sign that it's Will Johnson, because he's going to update us on the medical stuff. He clearly knows the pick. If they don't cut to an insider like Field Yates or Adam Schefter, my guess is it's going to be Trey Amos. My hope is it's Luther Burden or Siobhan Raval or Emenware, the safety. Months and months of preparation. And they have more picks in this draft, by the way. It's not over with after this, but cornerback is certainly a need. You know, they currently have Christian Benford and then Taron Johnson at nickel, who's not getting any younger, by the way, and age was starting to show last year. They brought back Tre'Davious White on a 1-year deal, but like, holy cow. If you watched Tre'Davious White at all last year, that wouldn't give you any confidence. And then Dane Jackson brought back on a veteran minimum deal. They have to add to the pipeline at cornerback at some point this weekend, and smart money would be on them doing that right now. But Luka and I are still holding out hope for a swing for the fences pick.
It's that time. You're taking this pick here. There's clearly, they would not draft at 30 if they didn't have someone they didn't have a first round grade on. So who among the mix do you have that first round grade on that's here? In my opinion, I bet you my money would be on there's multiple. The way this board is broken down, some of the surprises that have happened, especially of late before this pick, I imagine there's multiples. They turned in this pick fairly quick, and I think there was probably a quick deliberation overall. But yeah, we're seeing this pick here. I'm praying for Luther Burden until we see otherwise.
Or Will Johnson. Will Johnson would be another fist pump. Luther Burden, fist pump. Emenware, fist pump, lesser degree. Trey Amos, I get it. Oh, yeah. I remember this kid. Like, this is the Bills guy that met with Brandon Beane on the video. He gets to announce the pick. That's really cool. That would be really mean, though, to make him pronounce the name Nick Emenware.
That would be mean. It's easy to say Luther Burden the third.
I mean, Trey Amos is. Will Johnson is about as easy as it gets.
Will Johnson is as easy as it gets. Yeah, we don't have the audio here, so we're not trying to disrespect this, but at the same time, they're of course doing the introduction of him.
Not me reading this kid's lips. Come on, buddy. This is your moment. Oh man, he's
hyping him up.
Good for him.
Let's go. Live it up.
It's your time.
I will say, before we hear this, it's only 3.5 hours, Josh. Quick first round.
Quick first round indeed.
Love it. All right. Stage is his.
Come on, Tommy. Bring Bring us a future Pro Bowler,
Future
preferably on offense.
future
That catches the ball from Mizzou. Cornerback
Maxwell Hairston. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
they went for the upside.
Yeah. It's not one of the names we listed, but it's also one I'm not going to be upset about, especially because of upside. There is, you know what? First thing that comes to mind, Josh, speed. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I am very okay with that. That thought process. That's the individual they wanted to go. I am A-okay with that. They are addressing defensive speed. Big fan. Big fan. There's no one faster, as it's even showing on the screen. 4.28 40 at the combine.
Woo!
You could see it. You could see it on game tape. I'm sorry. Chiefs traded their pick, so we're not going to see them draft Luther Burden as well. Well, oh crap. They're only trading back one, aren't they?
They just wish they were picking 32, so they decided to do it.
But
boom, in your face, losers.
Josh, I think overall we are happy with this pick.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I echo everything we were saying before about the fact that the we wanted them to get, I'm trying to find my notes on him. I have notes hidden on the screen. We wanted the Bills to go for a bigger swing. This is certainly a swing. And that's where Amos kind of lost you and me, is it just felt like safe. He'll probably do fine in the system. But I want to go to what Dane Brugler wrote about him while I'm trying to find my notes. 2-year starter at Kentucky, put himself on the NFL radar with an SEC 5 best interceptions. He's a good competitive, lanky athlete who feels routes developing and good reactionary movements and ball skills for a variety of coverages. If he makes the necessary improvements as a tackler, he has the talent to become a capable NFL starter early in his career. Yeah, I mean, athleticism for days. Look, you want to simplify it? Let's simplify it. When you watch back the AFC Championship game, there's one word to describe the Bills' secondary: slow. Very slow. Another word you want is unathletic. That does not define this guy. Now, look, we've seen fast cornerbacks fail. Kyer Elam was an athlete. He was a freakish athlete. Not on this level, but he was a good athlete. You still have to be able to play the position. We will see what Maxwell Hairston becomes, but I applaud the Bills for not going with the safe, we're going to go with Trey Amos and just find ourselves a starter and see what happens. No, they're swinging big here, and we will see what happens. And there's his mom, Robin. Pretty cool moment for her. And yeah, so Luka, the Bills get their guy, and they address cornerback. They don't address defensive tackle, which you and I are both happy about.